Beta 4 followed quickly on the heels of Beta 3 of X-Plane 12.3, and it contains some interesting changes to the way the weather is managed and configured. In this video we'll explore that along with some of the lighting improvements and take a short flight in North Carolina in the DHC Beaver, which because of some issues with the terrain turns into a slightly longer flight. I hope you enjoy the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, if you enjoy my content, why not consider a small donation through the Ko-fi link to enable me to fund future content. Thank you. Okay, so we're at Asheville Regional Airport in Asheville, North Carolina. We're going to fly to this little place, Mountain Air Airport, which looks quite the challenge. I came across it recently, and we've been doing quite a lot of sort of procedural stuff recently, and I thought it was time for us to have a bit of mountain flying fun just by way of a change. So we're in the Beaver. This is X-Plane 12.3 Beta 4. And it's got some new bits and pieces related to the weather, which is quite interesting. So if I go to here, if I pick real world weather, I get to pick the sim time, so the time that's set here, or the real time, which I think is quite clever. I haven't experimented with the width of the window, but I think that's quite interesting. And also they have changed the user interface to work with the new weather features that they've created. So if we go from manual, it starts looking a bit more familiar. So we'll just get rid of the overcast, I think, and we'll move the broken cumulus up a bit and the cumulus up a bit, and we'll make the visibility. I noticed they've got a VFR visibility now as well. I don't remember seeing that before, but maybe I just missed it. So we'll go for nice conditions. Let's see what that looks like. Very close to the aeroplanes, don't they? These simulated cars. Well, look at that. If I just go up, I mean, that is gorgeous, isn't it? And look at the way you can kind of see through that low-lying cloud that we've inserted. This is quite high up. I think this is 2,500 feet above sea level, I think. Mountain Air is 4 something, I think. What is it? 4,400 feet above sea level. So it's going to be quite a challenging flight, I'd say. But isn't that just beautiful? And you're starting to see the fruits of all the effort that's going into the creation of this extraordinary weather engine, and the visuals associated with it just keep getting better and better, I think. And presumably if we were to make these layers of cloud a bit thicker, excuse me, I made the few cumulus I don't know, scattered, brought them up a bit more, put the broken cumulus a bit higher up, and did that, and then applied that. Yeah. And the way the sun just breaks through the clouds, breaks up as it comes over the horizon. So if I go a bit higher up, yeah, look at that. There's a few slightly odd effects. But do you know what? That is pretty impressive, isn't it? Pretty impressive. Oh. The colour is just getting better and better, isn't it? The lighting and the effects are just getting better all the time. Okay, that's enough of that. I think we should be looking to get ourselves into the air. I wonder what the effect of three-dimensional vegetation would be now. On frame rate. I've been having a few issues with this beta release with frame rate, so I have an interest in just seeing how well that works. Really having any. I suppose there aren't that many trees, are there? If we go to there. Yeah, that's quite an effect, isn't it, actually? If I come to there, I'm getting, only just getting 20. If I turn off 3D, let's see what effect that has. Phew, okay. So what's that? Three frames a second, isn't it? So not a lot, but I'd imagine that that becomes worse if you have a forest. We'll go with 3D vegetation, see how we get on. Yeah, it is worse, isn't it? But not by a considerable amount. And then the other, so if I just go back to there, we're now at 2627. That's the other thing that need to think about, is the level of detail. And we might just put the world object density back. I prefer to have it a bit higher if we can. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's this is interesting, isn't it? So level of detail, medium even, is now a challenge. Okay. What are we getting here? I mean, that's okay, because I wouldn't expect a problem here. Right, still in the early 20s, so I'd say that's still a problem. Okay. Is it that, or is it the vegetarian? Is it the vegetation density that's the problem? Let's just see what that does. Yeah, but that looks terrible, doesn't it? I mean, it just looks terrible. I mean, look at the orthophoto landscape compared to the number of trees. That's just mad. Okay, I think we're going for houses, we're sacrificing houses, not trees, aren't we? So we'll do that. I wonder what happens if I make the cloud qualities maximum, whether you get a better look. It looks better. Yeah, that looks more convincing. Not entirely convincing, but more convincing. But the frame rate's dangerously close to the edge. And if I turn off the, I suppose at this level, the three-dimensional vegetation probably doesn't make a great deal of difference. Makes a big difference, actually. Look at that. So, we are going from Asheville Regional up into the mountains to Mountain Air 2NCO. And we're going to climb 2,000 feet in the process. It's only 28 miles, but it's quite a journey, I reckon. Anyway, let's give that a go. See what happens. And we have no wind, apparently. So I think we will go off from there on 3.5. That's what I reckon. Okay, let's enable head tracking. That will work better if you press the right button. Do that and that. Resume the flight. Okay. So we are. Where are we? There. Okay, so we will take a left. Onto Alpha and then take Alpha 4. Go off towards the northwest. The other thing we just need to check is QNH, which is okay. Altimeter setting is 3012. It's about there. Okay. Alright, okay, that is right, yeah. So we're going to try as well. Is we're going to try the frame generation. See how we go with that, I think. This beta is not playing nicely. Look at the birds, look. The beta is not playing nicely with head tracking at all. Not entirely convinced by the... Whoa! Okay. Okay, we're going to set takeoff flap. We're going to line up. Okay, and into the air we go. Okay, let's get into the climb. Climbing into the dawn here. Okay. Look at that. How are we doing? So we're aiming for about 5,000, I think. And then when we're at 5,000, we'll settle into straight and level flight. So I've got the orthophoto tiles for the area. Obviously we've got the Sim Heaven, and we've got the this is not climber, is it? We've got the wild trees as well, wild forests as well. So okay, it's in the distance somewhere. difficult to argue. It's not a good looking plane in a beautiful landscape, isn't it? Okay. We've got 20 miles to run. We're getting into the wind, so we're only actually doing... Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose. $5,500 is 4,400, so second day is going to be 5,500. So maybe 6,000 actually. Maybe 6,000 would be appropriate. Carolina in the morning in the mountains. I mean, what's not to like, really? How we're doing 5.5. That should be enough. It's making me very nervous, I must admit. The information about this airfield says it is surrounded by hand mountains on all sides, which is going to make for an interesting approach, I think. Okay, keep bottling it and going up a bit higher. We'll go to 6 and then we'll stabilise. And we're what, 15 miles to go now. And it is over there somewhere. So, you know, nothing trivial from a mountain's perspective. It's not far. Okay. Settle into the cruise configuration at 6,000 feet. With 10 miles to go. Heading pretty much straight for it now. We're 1,500 feet above the airfield or so. Now we've got the wind coming towards us, so we're going to experience a bit of downdraft as we hit this ridge here, I think. So the wind's coming from over there, so it's going to be going down the side of the mountain. So we're going to get a bit of bumpiness, I think. We might get a bit of sink, so we'll just have our hands on the throttles in case. So we're doing about 115 knots airspeed, and we're doing 5 knots slower than that as a result of the headwind. Okay, it's the other side of that ridge, so we might just come at it through this little valley here, I think. Yeah, I reckon it's round that corner there. It's difficult to tell with any degree of precision what the situation is going to be, but it's looking like a crosswind favouring, just about favouring 1-4, but it's going to be an interesting landing, I reckon. Losing a little bit of height just to start getting down to a sensible position for landing. So we're going to be doing, don't know, let's see how we get on. And then the question is ATIS There is 120.2. To 0.2. No, it's not supported. Well, that's a disappointment. Okay. So it's over that ridge there, I reckon. That next ridge is in that next valley. So we're apparently sort of on the downwind leg. After a fashion. Down there. Where is it? Keep missing it. Too high, too low, that's what it is. Heading straight towards it and I cannot see it. Surely that can't be it there, can it? It is. Oh my goodness me. I'm not sure. Okay. So is that the wrong place? Yeah, I'm not convinced by that at all. I mean, it's nice and all that to fly around these mountains, but I'm not sure that it doesn't feel right. Let's give it another go. Is there anywhere else we can go? Close by. Avery County. We'll go to there. We need to sort this out. Avery County, which is 2,000 feet. Should have checked it before I did it. Never mind. What's your diversion? Avery County. Oh. In the event that the runway is so wobbly that you can't land on it. 8 miles away from Avery County. It's on the nose, more or less. Yeah, it's fine. Stick to whatever that is, east. We're landing on 3.5 there as well. Two 7.7, what about 3.7? Pretty much following that road, I think, round to the left. For a bit anyway. That will bring us to Spruce. To Avery County, Morrison Field 7 Alpha Bravo. Which yields there, look. Circuit height now. And we're what, 5 miles to run, I suppose, or something. Okay. I think it's down there. We don't want to be climbing at this point, do we? We definitely want to be going down. Yeah, there we are. Look, that looks a bit flatter. So, what are we talking? 2,700, so 3,200 on final turn. Okay, so let's go. That's we're more or less on base now. Right, sort of. It's a bit further this way, isn't it? Yeah. And we want to be. There, isn't it? This is a bit interesting, isn't it? Okay, yeah, okay, so we've got a wind from the right, crosswind from the right. It's 8 knots, pretty much across the board. That's 3,200. Okay, bring in. That'll do. Okay, and then we will. There we are. Not the world's greatest landing, but it'll do. Fast, I think. So there you go. Weather configuration, a landing of sorts, and an exploration of North Carolina's beautiful scenery. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.